You know, if I didn't know any better, I would think that some of the people in this new town happen to be glancing over and just maybe judging our boy Rocky by his lack of a mustache. I saw that, you two. These two have been giving us quite the lowdown stare, and actually now that I'm looking around, like having a, well, not that guy, but the bartender for sure, having a somewhat significant mustache seems to be the thing that might show a little bit of like, look over here, another one! Another one! That might be a little bit of the theme here in town, so maybe Rocky will need to go ahead and remember that if he wants to go ahead and make an impression on everyone here. For now, he's feeling pretty happy because it's, you know, there's some music playing, it's well decorated in here, and he actually finally managed to go ahead and snag some more free chips, which is what we were really going after. Because we could not make it home in time to go ahead and find something to eat there. So instead, we needed to stop over for a couple things. One of which I think, do you have enough for a drink, friend? Order drink. Does he have enough? He can get a sparkling water, or he can have a virgin caipirinha, considered the national drink of Brazil. Okay, that would be interesting. I think he really wants to like have maybe one of the River Blossom Carnettis or whatnot, but we're a little bit, or oh, he definitely wants some of the nectar. But even though it's only $15, we don't have that. So I wonder if Rocky would be willing to do anything. Can we like challenge someone to a dance off, or like, oh, if we had a guitar, he could try to learn how to do some busking. Like, if you do a dance battle, I guess that would just be fame. Show off dance move. Cowpoke dance. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, you know what? While we're here, Rocky is actually quite the playful kind of fella. So I think we're going to send him over and we're going to go ahead and we're going to let him do some cowpoke dancing just to try it out and maybe to hope that somebody might be kind enough to buy him a drink. And we're gonna enjoy ourselves here at this adorable little barn we have found ourselves at as we started to try to— Whoa, Miss Crumplebottom, what is going on in there? Oh my gosh. I don't know who she is, but Miss Crumplebottom has already like picked an enemy and she's like on the loose with her purse. So let's see. Huh, this is a little bit of a personal situation, you might say. Hey now, that's very rude. Assault with like the accessories is not a good thing. Like, in fact, I almost feel tempted to go over and be like mean, rude introduction because it's like, hey lady, that wasn't nice. But we might have to watch out because I finally remembered to make our boy Rocky have a low reputation, friends. So Rocky now has an awful reputation because he kind of destroyed, well, destroyed's a heavy word. He caused hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage to a national nature monument in an attempt to make a prank video for SimSock, and yeah, it didn't go very well. Oh my gosh, his dancing is actually really good for being like a cowpoke dancer for the first time. But maybe that goes along with his adrenaline-seeking lifestyle. I did go ahead and use a couple cheats just to set some of his personality stage up, basically. And our boy Rocky is now appropriately an adrenaline seeker, which is what he was. Now he's got dance skill acquired. That's so funny. Energized from gather round and cowpoke. Yeehaw! The dance got the plasma flowing like a water hole in the rainy season. Okay, okay. And I have no idea where we're headed off to now. We're gonna go pick something up. I'm not gonna question it. And now I feel like— oh, somebody destroyed the— this is so sad. I can't believe somebody destroyed the little kid's toy I put out here. What? What? That's so sad. And here I thought, oh my gosh, look, this woman. It's the woman who got yelled at by Miss Crumplebottom. She's just causing mischief back here. Maybe we'll introduce ourselves because, you know, we saw Miss Crumplebottom be kind of rude to her, and maybe Rocky wants to just be like, hey, ask about the community, ask about getting a horse. Maybe just like, do we know her already? Oh, it's our cousin Nessa! Whoops. No wonder that happened. I can't believe Nessa is actually here to like talk to us about how we're doing. She probably was coming just to check for us. Miss Crumplebottom thought she was trying to flirt with us and was having a bad day, so she like hit Nessa with the purse. But this is actually our cousin Nessa. So, you know, maybe we'll go ahead and we'll maybe do a little inside joking. And then he actually really wanted to cloud gaze with her. Is that something I can do? Let's see. Shower in the rain. Well, you know what? It's raining. That kind of precludes being able to go ahead and cloud gaze. Friendly. Compliments maybe. Gossip. Maybe gossip about, ask about another sim. Oh, we can't talk about Miss Crumplebottom. And then let's ask about the community to kind of see what Nessa is up to right now. And it looks like Rocky is kind of coming over to clean up some of her mess willingly, which is kind of cool. Nessa, hold still for a second. We need to speak with you. Oh my goodness. But all right, so we did end up over here because actually Hercules refused to go ahead and head back home because he needed to have a little bit of fun. And it seemed like playing with this ball was definitely something that he wanted to do. So instead of following, you know, and allowing our boy Rocky to go back up to his rocky heights with Hercules, basically Hercules said, and he started playing with this ball that we actually put out for him, community board. You can find additional information about the community by using the community board. You can also purchase one for your home. Cool. All right, thank you very much. But let me show you guys this cute little place really quickly. This is actually one of the locations that came with the horse ranch, and it's called the Rusty Horseshoe. It is a nightclub, which means that they're 2 out of like what, the 3 lots here in the main town are like bars, which kind of made me laugh really hard. And I thought it could use a little bit of sprucing up with none other than the fancy pantsy tool mod. Do you too have wide open spaces and nothing happening in them? Well, with the tool mod, you can go ahead and put objects down anywhere Sims can walk. So I decorated a little bit. This is a little wagon with a gnome. I can't wait for people to separate that gnome from the wagon so that we can go ahead and put him somewhere else. But the wagon with the cowpoke gnome, I sized up one and put over here as decoration. And I wanted to look at a few of the other items that also came with my latest batch of downloaded mods and the expansion pack. And one of them was this dollhouse, the country classic barn dollhouse. And it was just supposed to be a place where if anybody had kids when they came to the Rusty Horseshoe, I was gonna let them play with it, but somebody destroyed it. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. And because there was nowhere, I was noticing, for any horses that you bring in town to actually play, I was actually surprised because there's not even somewhere over here, which is another spot I wanted to visit before we went home today. This is actually the like horse competition area, the riding hall, I suppose is what you would call it. And you can like enter competitions. So it closes at 7. That's good to know. I meant to go in and like spectate on a competition so that we could say Rocky kind of is learning what's going on. And here you can also send your horse for training. You could sell your horse. You can rescue a horse from horses that are usually they have very strong negative traits usually. You could also purchase a horse, and the rescuing of horses is actually going to be a component that we use when we're not using like horses sent in by some of you guys as our patrons to use in our like breeding herd. We are going to rescue horses in the future and try to deal with their very intense personalities, basically. So I wanted to come visit this place. Took a little bit too long to do it. Just now noticed, I don't think these horse trailers, yeah, these horse trailers, I'm 99% sure aren't available in the decor. So they might be something that a modder is going to have to unlock, but we'll see. But there's a place where you can come over and you can actually practice jumps and barrels for agility and endurance with your horses in the back of the riding hall. But there's no toys for them. I was aghast. Like, what is going on? How are we going to make the world comfortable for our horses and also our cats and dogs? I remembered to put down a little thing for toys there. Just remembered that I probably should have put down. I mean, come on, people are going to be bringing their dogs here for sure. Ooh, and then I'll show you guys a cool trick. We're gonna get some prairie grass out. This is what the horses actually go ahead and eat. And then let's put down a little food dish for some of the animals who come on over. Because come on, like, and an invisible pet bed. I'm pretty sure some of the pets wouldn't mind sleeping in the flowers over here. And then where's the invisible large pet bed? Totally know that some of them would be sleeping outside the barn because that would be adorable. But we're trying to make this world a little bit nicer for all of our animals. We even have the nature's kitty litter. A lot of these are mods that you're, like, Google I think will help you the most because the mods have been moving around where they live now with the curse mod stuff. The Curse Forge mod stuff and whatnot has caused a lot of people to like move house. So you might want to look like over there if you're trying to find some of these. There's also the grass dog potty mat, dogs only. I think they'll potty outside, no problem though. All right, so all of that, and then there's the hay now horse bed, but the horses, as you can see, usually spend most of their time standing. They don't lay down for very much every day, so I think that Hercules is just taking a wee little nap over there. But I did put down things for the other pets. And this horse ball over here. There was nothing there for Hercules to be able to play with. If you go into toys, really, truly, like if you look over the whole selection, this surprised me a little bit. If you look over the entire selection for horses, you've got your prairie grass, you've got your feeder, you've got a water trough, which actually would be really good to put down. I mean, come on, everybody knows there's 1.5 million horses here. So of course we're gonna have something, of course, for a horse to take good care of them. There's a horse bed and there's only one toy and everything else is for the agility and riding skill and the jumping skill to be leveled, which is nice that we have the choice between like different types of barrels, but then there's only one toy. And I don't know, I know a lot of that is going to be, oh, that's because you're supposed to spend a lot of time with your horses. But that just made me kind of sad for Rocky. So that's why Rocky went ahead and he's been playing with this ball over here. How did we get the ball over there? And I'm showing you guys this because I truly think this is a fantastic addition for how to have really immersive and fun like gameplay. So I'm going to show you guys how to toss those over real quick. If you have the tool mod installed, then all you need to do is right click, tool, toggle active object. And now I'm going to drag it over here and all I have to do is go click, click. There we go. And now we can actually use it and ask Hercules to come play with the ball if we want to. I highly, highly recommend doing this if you want to have a world that feels more vibrant, and if you also want to make sure that your animals have things to do and play with while your Sims might be busy, like apparently doing a cowpoke dance, like while they try to beg for free chips. So I did that. I also added some of the like a pea bush over here in case somebody wants to sneak over there for some woohoo. Unfortunately, there's no like hay bale woohoo, which I think is a missed opportunity. I don't think, but I'm sure that the modders out there will take care of things. There's a place for children to play on a naturalistic little play set. Here's Kalino's amazing swing. I decided to go ahead and put a swing set on a tree over here so that, you know, people could go ahead and enjoy it. I put another community board so you don't have to hoof it super far away to use these new community boards that have also come with the Horse Ranch expansion. And over here is where you can actually do like the animal exchange to buy mini goats and mini sheep. This is where you could look up information about horse care, the equestrian center, the mini animal care. You could plan a ranch event, learn about the residents, and from 7 to 7, you can do the community jobs that are actually going to be related to Rocky's responsibility to go ahead and actually have his community service done. So twice a week for a year, he has to do that community service. And we're going to be coming into town to figure out what it's going to be. And then he has to go ahead and like help somebody out. So that's going to be helpful to have a little board for. I like this trunk, or like the dead truck over there. That's kind of cute. And then finally, I added in a whole bunch of new mods from Ravasheen, who's one of my favorite mod creators up there with Brazen Lotus and Bakey. And this is The Sims Daily, which I thought would be a really fun, immersive thing to have for living in a small town like this. like picking up the newspaper and seeing what's going on with the newspaper. And I kind of like the idea of having to pay $1 a day because then we can get the news delivered by one very confused, like, paper delivery kid who has to go all the way up the like rocky slopes to find us. And we can try to learn a little bit more about the town around us. So I think that'd be good. But for now, Nessa! So Nessa's visiting, clearly trying to make sure that we're like actually doing our job. We're here, we're maybe settling in and introducing ourselves to being a good member of the community. What is this? Fist fight? Young adult, whoa! It's not on everyone's bucket list, but Rocky wouldn't mind getting into a fight in life, get a job. Well, those are interesting. Those are his young adult milestones. So we'll look into those. Otherwise, we have his likes and dislikes. He is now an adrenaline seeker, as I told you guys, because that just goes along with how he got in here, into this entire mess and almost got thrown in a dungeon. To acquire or maintain this lifestyle, explore dangerous locales, like that cave back at the Galloping Gulch. We're totally going to be looking into that. Get into fights, woohoo outside, work in a dangerous career, and seek out excitement in all its forms. Just be sure to avoid the mundane. Various benefits when thrill-seeking. Avoids boring conversations. Does not panic during a fire and finds it exciting. Increased work performance in dangerous careers. Can talk about new adventure and enthuse about thrill-seeking with other sims. Can fight for the rush after having gone too long without a thrill. Bored when performing mundane interactions and socials. Tense when going for too long without excitement. And also he has to repair his reputation since it is awful. I didn't give him any fame for it because I think he's kind of like, you know, if somebody, I don't know, spray painted the Grand Canyon or something like that, then you don't want to put their name in the news, but you do want everybody to know they're a jerk. And I think that's what happened with Rocky. So there is kind of like all of the little updates. Oh yeah, I put a birdhouse over here too. There's all the little updates. I added in some other things to here so that our Sims will have stuff to do when they visit. One of the little like dart boards. I put in, let's see, one of the little like llama toys that people can play Don't Wake the Llama. Basically just trying to make this place more cozy. Highly recommend doing little things like that so that it creates a more immersive environment that gives you more options when settling in. But enough of my rambling. Let's go ahead and maybe we'll try chatting with Nessa long enough. Let's see. So we want to join the criminal career. You know what? I think that that's like his cousin trying to be like, you're not getting yourself into any mischief, are you? I have played this game for a lot more than 24 hours. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why that keeps happening. Let's see. Mischief, deception. Why don't we go ahead and why don't we lie about our career? Just to say that like, yeah, we're totally doing a good job here. We've got this, guys. We've got this. I'm totally not having to like get thrown in the dungeon. Like we're good. We're good. Let's see. And then, oh, now we have the mischief skill. Oh my gosh, for lying to our cousin. That's so funny. And then, do we want to do anything else with her? Like, no. He's just okay. Oh, now I think I'm gonna say he's uncomfortable because. Like his cousin showed up to be like, all right, what are you doing? Are you integrating yourself into the community? Are you becoming a respected member of society? And like, are you taking good care of the horses? And you know, we don't even really have our way up the skills for horseback riding very high. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Hi guys. Okay, the cowpoke dancing is kind of cute. I like seeing how busy everything in here. What is... Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. This is too funny. Incoming text message. I've got a lucrative opportunity for someone who doesn't ask too many questions. I need you to hold on to a stack of simoleons I'm planning to launder until the trail turns cold. Sure, it may not be... Oh my gosh, I missed it. But that was Santa. We just got a call from Santa to go ahead and to like launder money for him. No wonder we're feeling embarrassed and confused from distant family dynamic. Oh my gosh, and now he's trying to give himself a little pep talk and he's off to go listen to Hercules. All right, Hercules. Let's go ahead. We're gonna put your poo in our inventory. Hercules, oh my gosh, Hercules. Thank you for proving all of my fears and concerns about the horses, like getting stuck in spots, were true. Like, thank you. Let's call you over. Oh, outstanding quality horse manure. Haha, that sells for 20 simoleons. Oh my gosh. I wonder if the mini goats and the mini sheep have a bunch of manure that we could collect too. Consistently meeting the needs of the horse, manure from the horse that is well cared for is worth more and stronger benefits. But you know what? We're going to use that on the grapes that we are totally going to be able to use.
Floney.
Let's see, and perform an odd job. So I like the idea that maybe he could try performing an odd job for someone like while we're here in town. Let me see. Find odd jobs. Nope. Up. Oh, they come back at 8. I think it's time to go ahead and actually like get ourselves home. All right. Hey, Hercules. Can we go ahead and maybe horse skills? Talk about riding. Friendly. Encourage. Let's scratch his neck. The rain stopped, so maybe... Oh, that's pretty. So maybe it's a bit safer to ride home now. Because we've got some excellent horse manure and some grapes and apples that we might be able to do something about. Oh, look, and they're bonding! Alright, let's go ahead and see. Now we're feeling more confident because he's like, yeah, I can totally take care of this horse. I've got this, I've got this. Alright. We'll mount up and we'll head back home. Oh wait, I want to go ahead and actually like get the newspaper too. You have subscribed to The Sims Daily for a discounted rate of $1 per day. Every day you will get the latest news delivered to your mailbox. Unsubscribe anytime. No problem. All right, let's get up. And then I think let's actually be kind of playful. And I think we're gonna try to be like, yeah, we're totally gonna show everybody that we can do it. And let's practice some basic jumps with Hercules really quickly. Just to try to be like, oh, everybody in this town, they think I'm just the type to like be a criminal mastermind and well, we weren't quick enough to go ahead and launder money with Santa. Excuse me, Father Winter. That's hilarious. We weren't quick enough to do that. So because of that, oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is so cute. I love his face. I love the expressions when our Sims are like out and about. I don't know. I think Rocky wouldn't mind having a bad reputation if it came with it some perks. And right now he has this uncomfortable, embarrassed feeling of, oh man, like his cousin really is keeping an eye on him and she really is trying to see like what he's up to. So he might actually have to go ahead and try. Also, he doesn't want to go to the dungeon. That is a real threat. Hercules' new skill in jumping will begin to help him perform better when using horse jumps. As this skill increases, he will also perform better at certain community- Oh, he can help us with community jobs! I didn't know that! And show jumping, endurance racing, and ultimate horse champion competitions. To track the horse skill progress, okay. That's so cool! So no wonder we're feeling super confident and good about this. That's neat! Let's see. So this is how you look at the different skills your horses have as you open up their profile. As you can see, Hercules' value has actually gone up from 1,000 to 1,250 just because we have already leveled a bit of his endurance and his temperament. The horses have different traits, and I haven't introduced you guys to Hercules' traits yet. He happens to be brave, stout of heart, unfazed by bad weather or danger. They also have a higher chance of succeeding when using horse jumps and barrels. And Hercules is also independent. He doesn't need as much attention, he's happy being on his own, and he's defiant. They tend to be more ornery when it comes to training and will develop skills more slowly. They also have a higher likelihood of failing horse jumps and barrels because he's defiant. Once he starts winning any competitions, then he'll be able to go ahead and have some awards listed here, which I think is really cool. I'm crossing my fingers, but not sure if there'll be like a physical representation of the award. If not, we'll try to go ahead and make something up. And horses have 4 skills that they can develop, which really makes me wish that cats and dogs had skills again. Let's not go there. I'm a little toasty about, you know, how cool pets could be in The Sims 4, but we're just gonna keep moving. The skills that horses can develop are temperament. Horses with high temperament skill buck less often when being ridden and get along more easily with Sims and other horses, which we're really gonna want to work on if he's gonna get along with the horses that we need him to like have foals with. They also perform better at certain community jobs and the Western Pleasure, show jumping, and Ultimate Horse Championship competitions. A horse's temperament skill is built when the sim cares for and socializes with that horse. Skills can be acquired by sending a horse to training using the community board. I don't think so. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no sending for training for us. And then there's also agility, affects how quickly and easily a horse can move. Horses with high agility are better at using horse barrels, completing certain community jobs, and performing in the barrel racing, Western Pleasure, and Ultimate Horse Championship competitions. A horse's agility skill is built by training with horse barrels. Skill can also be— no, I'm not saying nobody else is training my horse. This is a Ranch to Riches 101 Foals challenge, and we're gonna build it up from the dirt with our own fingers, okay? Let's see. Horses with high jumping skill love to reach for new heights. They are better at using horse jumps, completing certain community jobs, and etc. etc. Same with endurance. Is all about how resilient a horse is. A horse with high skill and endurance will become fatigued less often and do better, get the ability to go ahead and like do the community jobs, the competitions, and it's built by going ahead and taking a horse for rides. So now we know. But there you have it, you guys. I think we're going to start dreaming a little bit of some championships, and hopefully one day we'll be able to I think that's kind of what Rocky is thinking about right now. He's like, yeah, I can totally do this. Ooh, also, it appears there is a lemonade stand over here, but it is closed. Fun fact, you could also use the tool mod to go ahead and decorate the heck out of this area too, because I think that putting down more things we could use, like more of these adorable little food stalls, all these little nooks and crannies and empty areas, like especially over here. If you have like a fair of any kind, you know that people have this place stacked with little food stalls and trucks and stations. Oh, and I just noticed there's even this area, but it doesn't look like the horses can come over here. That's just decorative. Got it. But all right, guys, let's go ahead and get these two back home. And when we return next time, I'm going to make them trot towards some distance into the sunset over here. Let's see, can I go the are you still riding Hercules? Pardon me? Are we getting off Hercules? What? Yes, we are going to crying out loud. Oh, let's tell a little joke to Hercules. We're gonna go ahead and get these boys back home, and when we come back, we're gonna see what we can do with the poop and the plants in our pockets. That's right, Rocky. But until next time, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.